Hello and welcome back. This is Kiran and you are watching Kiran Sketch Vlogs. Today, let's discuss about a newly launched supercar which is GMA T50. GMA stands for Gordon Murray Automotives. Gordon Murray Automotives was established by Mr. Gordon Murray, a celebrity designer in Formula 1. Now he is 74 years old and he has experience of 50 years in designing high-performance cars. He was the man behind the design of the extraordinary fan car in Formula 1, the Brabham BT46 and several other Formula 1 cars like legendary McLaren MP4. And when it comes to high-performance road car, he was the brainchild behind the development of Mclaren F1. The cover has finally come out from Gordon Murray's latest supercar, GMA T50, the three-seater car. It was launched on 4th of August 2020, and Gordon Murray says that GMA T50 will likely be his last analog supercar, a hint to the possibility of switching to electrical power if he were to come up with another creation. Gordon Murray also says that his T50 will be better than his original McLaren F1. It's also a three-seater car, a novel concept at that time, was widely lauded as one of the greatest performance car of its era, but the man who created it had been planning to improve it since the production ended in late 1990s. Indeed, GMA T50 is widely regarded as the McLaren F1 of 21st century. The design is very similar, especially at the front with low windscreen line and the broad valley between the headlights. The GMA T50 comes with the gullwing door, same as McLaren F1, with similarly small opening panel within the large side window frame. Still, there are plenty of differences too, because the aerodynamic modeling has come a long way in nearly 30 years. The skin of the door has bigger cuts to channel air and the intake snorkel on the roof is narrower and flanked by the glazed panel, which will make the cabin feel like a cockpit of fighter jet. The most obvious change is at the back. It's carrying a 400mm diameter vent for a 48-volt fan which powers the car's aerodynamics. For those of you who is not familiar with the word aerodynamics, listen to me folks. The fan is not going to push the car forward. Instead, it will help to produce greater downforce to attain maximum grip between the tire and the tarmac. The other supercar manufacturers has beaten it in all categories, but Mr. Gordon Murray simply doesn't mind. This car is defined by what it lacks rather than what it has. No turbos, no big wing, no fancy twin-clutch gearboxes. In their place is a naturally aspirated 3.9-litre V12 engine with a ludicrous redline of 12,000 RPM, a 48-volt electric active error system, and a proper 6-speed manual gearbox. This car is all about perfect driving experience, as Murray is saying, driving perfection. Before talking about the weight of this car, I have to say this. Gordon Murray was always obsessed with the weight reduction. This car is a genuine featherweight and weighs only 986 kg, not much heavier than a Suzuki Swift hatchback. Gordon Murray was apparently bothered that McLaren F1 narrowly missed out the original weight target of 1000 kg. It weighed around 1138 kg. The lightness of the car and the 663 bhp of a new V12 engine gives the T50 a power-to-weight ratio that most conventional supercar could match only with the power output of 963 bhp. The engine is confirmed to have 3994 cc. The active aero is a technical rabbit hole, something which Gordon Murray could explain knowledgeably for hours. Unfortunately, I'm not Gordon Murray, I'm gonna be very simpler. The fans used to extract the turbulent air from the top of the underbody diffuser, removing the disrupted boundary layer and making the whole thing work harder to create more downforce. And it also means the aerodynamics can be altered by turning the fan up and down. The ability to reduce the lift at high speed is just as important adding it while traveling slowly. The problem with the wing element is that they produce downforce even when we don't want them to. And the 8.5 kilowatt electric motor and the ducting of the fan system weighs only around 10 kg, which is much lesser than the conventional wing element and the hydraulic strut to vary its angle. The two paddles behind the steering wheel, you might wonder what they are doing in a car with a manual gearbox. One is for horn and the other is for high beam. Surely many of you didn't expect such a function for paddles in a car like this. All this tech wizardry doesn't come cheap. It's around 2.6 million British pounds before taxes. And if you want me to say in Indian rupees, it's 23.12 crores before taxes of course. Enough details, let's get into my favorite part, sketching. Let me show you my sketch. Boom. Hope you can see it, I guess. Yup. And if you like this video, show me some love, click the like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to my channel to watch the upcoming video. Click the bell icon to get notification whenever I upload a video for you crazy guys. If you have any feedbacks or if you want to say anything to me, comment below. I am watching it. Until next time, keep sketching. Bye bye.